Right now it's kind of overcast. It's supposed to be decent weather today. We really need some rain. It's really dry here. So I'm reluctant to go dig in certain areas of certain parks because I know that the dry ground is not really going to be the best thing to dig in, and you're going to leave some telltale signs no matter how hard you try, because the ground is just so dry. So there is another park I'd like to go to, and a school park that I'd like to go to before school starts in about a month. Of course, the one park I can go to at any time, but I'm just waiting for it to rain. And they do have a big function there, I believe sometime this month, and I'm going to wait till after that, because right now they're out there getting everything ready for this big function. So I do have a couple places I want to go. I do have some more places I want to revisit this fall. Still working on some permissions. I sent out some requests a while back, and I've not heard anything from any of them. I'm not really a person that likes to go knock on doors, but that might be what we're going to have to do. I might wait till next year to do the door knocking thing. But yeah, in a couple weeks I might have a AT Pro, which I'm kind of excited about, because I think I'm going to be able to find a little bit deeper stuff with the AT Pro. Although yesterday I was happy to find the 2 items, well actually 3 items that I found. The little dog, and I think I remember that. I actually think that's a charm, and it's so vaguely familiar. I think I remember that as a kid. Something me and my sister had or something, and I didn't get a chance to show it to her yet, but I'm going to show it to her and see if she remembers that. Now the other 2 items, of course, the ball peen hammer, yeah, that was probably from my dad. The Hubley car grill, or truck grill, yeah, that's from before my time, so would have had to been from my older brother or someone else, which, you know, that kind of stuff is a mystery to me, because this house was the first house built here on this property. People that owned this property owned the house next door, and supposedly this area was a cornfield when my mom and dad bought it. Of course I don't know what came before that, but this little jar came from right over here in the little area there. It's kind of a little ditch, and this, I believe, is very early 1900s. So that would go back to maybe even the people that lived here before the people that we bought this property from. My mom and dad bought the property from, and I don't know who that was. So I did want to show you that let's see, I found that little dog right around here somewhere, and I don't remember exactly where, but this hole here is where I dug up that I think this one, I'm trying to remember now, but I think this one is where I dug up that hammer, ball peen hammerhead, and I filled it back in. But you can see what's going on here. We've got a coon that comes around in the middle of the night and throws all the dirt out of the places I've backfilled. This is my own yard, so it's not a big deal, but this is part of the reason why I'm not digging in that yard or that yard, my neighbors, because I don't want this and them getting mad at me. So I'm kind of waiting for the rain. I believe I dug either the little Scotty dog. The little Scotty dog was right there, and the Hubly tractor thing was right there, or truck grill was right there. So you can see that I found all of those 3 items very close to the same area. Okay, now I will say that this area, when this house was built, it was a little house that was just pulled in here and added onto. There was no basement, so they dug the basement after the house was here, and all the dirt out of the basement got placed out here. So that's why this area is higher. So this is all fill, and then this well got dug, and that's all that dirt got filled out here. So this area, you probably can't tell on camera, but it's probably a good foot higher here than there. And this would be the normal ground level, pretty much. But this is kind of why I wanted an AT Pro and something that could go a little deeper, because I have been finding this stuff and the stuff that I found yesterday here, but it was very deep. So I think that there's probably more here in this area. I'm just not able to detect it with the detector I have now. And I'm not knocking the detector. It's been fantastic for me. I have found a ton of stuff. I will never knock that detector, because with the sniper coil on it, or the gold nugget coil, it has been good to me. Okay. But I do want to get something that's going to go a little deeper and hopefully help me identify better what's in the hole. And I know that's always iffy. I mean, I found a butter knife here, and I don't know if I found anything there but trash. I think this hole right here is where I found this, right here. I know that there is right here, there's a big piece of iron underground, and right here there's a big piece of iron underground. And I know that there's probably more stuff here. That Washington, I don't know if it's a keychain or whatever, it's a Washington state shaped souvenir. I found that buried right here under tree roots, right there. I have found an amazing amount of stuff in this yard, and yet every day I come out and I'm still finding stuff. I've covered 99.9% of it already, every place that's accessible. The one place I haven't covered yet is under that deck. That deck comes out 10 foot. That's something we added in '96, and before that there was nothing there, and we did probably play and walk and stuff a lot there when we were kids, so I'm sure that there's going to be something under there. I wish we could just lift the deck up and move it, but that ain't going to happen. So at some point, maybe I'm going to try to crawl under at least part of that. I don't know if I can get under the whole thing. But I'm going to see if I can find anything there. Of course, then, trying to access it or swing or dig or anything is going to be pretty hard, pretty tough there. But that's it for today. Like I said, we're going to try to get out somewhere today and maybe even run around and see if I can identify any new areas, new properties that I want to ask for permission. At some point, this field right out here, I'm going to try to get out in that field, because about a half a block up the street, the old maps show a some kind of building there, and I don't know what, but I also know at some point there were oil and gas, natural gas wells in some part of that field. So that means crews out there putting them in and maintaining them and operating them. So I'm going to try to get out there. We'll see. This is Tracking Treasures. Hoping you all have a good hunt.